We're talking about planning today. Let's get it rolling. Alright guys, so I had a great question, and I always get questions asked around this topic, and planning is probably the most important thing you can do when launching a new idea. What people usually get stuck on is how to go from stage 1 to stage 5, and they kind of jump in between and they forget about the important things of planning. And first of all, going back to the original of what I always talk about is, where's your idea? What is your idea, and how far has it changed over the last bit that you've been brainstorming it? We all get into this situation where we're sitting there going, oh, you know, we could do this, or we could do that, and then you start talking to your buddies and your friends, and they're like, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And it starts growing in directions that you never thought of it could ever be. And it's great to brainstorm like that. It's great to move forward like that. You need that, and if you can do that, it means you have a great idea. But the problem always is you start brainstorming for so long that the original idea that started all this is gone, and it's basically mutated into this awesome new idea, but it's so complicated you don't know where to start. So take a step back and look at it from perspective of, what was my first idea, who was I selling it to, that target market, and let's start planning there. And as we start growing from there, we can look at the different areas. What will this do? It will allow you to focus on that one target, that industry that you can really hone in on, and then you can plan for expansion to the rest of the industries. That allows you to actually go into this phase of selling in that target area, and so once you start getting cash flow coming in, now you can effectively market to those other areas. Usually people come up with the idea and they're in that industry already, so they have people they can start selling to within a matter of months of starting the idea and launching the idea. So take some time, roll it back a bit, still have all those other critical ideas that you come up with that you can later expand on in your planning. Just phase it out. And phasing is great to grow your product, because over a year's period you can actually go and input yourself in a nice place where you're making cash flow in these different areas. The email that came in: hi Nikos, how do I create a plan that works? Follow those steps. I have been stuck in a rut for the last few years. I finally have my idea figured out that I know it will work. That's awesome. It's a great feeling to have. Let's keep it rolling. The planning should help. The question is, how do I plan the steps out so that I succeed? Can you help? And it's going back there. Set it up. Go backwards. What was your original idea? Now you're going to take that idea. You're going to plan out what you need to achieve and sell to that target market within a month, 2 months, 3 months. Once you have that, now we can go back to the drawing board and say, how are we going to expand to the other industries? Your basic understanding of what your product is or what your service is has to be around, if I get one client, what am I gonna do for them? List out each step or each actual activity that you will be providing with this product or service. Create that landing page, create the marketing material to get it moving. And of course, this comes along the way as you're building your product or your service identity, and you're going through the process. If you have a product that you know is going to take 3 months to complete finishing, depending on where you are and how, where you're ordering it from or where it's coming from, or who's customizing it, etc., etc. Once you have that product, what do you do to initiate? You plan that out in sequence. And once you have that, you can go back to the drawing board, take the next big thing that you came up with related to the product and start building on it. If you break down the product to the original idea, it just makes life easier, and you will see success coming in slow increments, which makes you realize, hey, this is great. Now I can take that cash flow coming in and it'll assist me in growing this product even further. If you have questions, comments, leave a message below. Let me know what you think, and like and subscribe.
Snow again.